This is a video of Monkey kicking. You can see that she has a short step with the non-kicking leg prior to kicking. Her arms move in opposition to the legs, but only a little bit, so it's not quite proficient. And there is a little bit of trunk movement at the point of contact, but none before as a kind of a wind up. So it is very early stages of kicking. Throwing, it is very early stages of development. She throws the ball with two hands. There is no wind up at all. There's no trunk movement, and it appears that instead of actually throwing, it was more of a push. We were unable to get a video of Monkey's sidearm strike, as she was not feeling it on that day.
So this is our video of Layla kicking. Overall, we decided that she was in early kicking development just because there's no step taking with the non-kicking leg as the leg pushes forward at the point of contact. The contact is better than early kicking though, as the trunk rotates forward. So we put her in between as far as contact wise, but there is no preparatory wind up and the arms don't move in opposition with the legs as she's kicking. So here's our video of Layla throwing. We decided she was throwing for accuracy because, as you can see, she's throwing in the bucket. She doesn't have any trunk or opposite leg movement when throwing. She's standing still, so that's a characteristic of early development. Her elbow, however, is held just below the shoulder line or even with it, so we decided that she was a little bit more towards proficient because her elbow wasn't as high as Jackson. There's no forward trunk movement, and the throwing arm is aligned but independent and is not oblique to the opposite hip as you would see in a proficient thrower. So finally, here's our video of Layla sidearm striking. Overall, we put her in between early and proficient sidearm swinging because we decided that she somewhat had a chopping motion going from her left shoulder to her right hip, and not across the body, but she did have a large range of motion throughout the swing, and it was in between chopping and an actual swing motion. There's little trunk and leg rotation as the elbows flex and extend towards the point of contact, so we put her in between an early or a proficient swinger.
This is our video of Jackson kicking. He has a short contralateral step when he prepares to kick. His knees are bent prior to kicking. His trunk rotates forwards as his legs move towards the ball. Arms move in short opposition or swings when compared to his legs during the kick. And when he is compared to other children his age, he is very advanced in kicking motion. Here's our video of Jackson, his overhand throw. And with his throwing, it is only arm action. There is no trunk rotation or leg movement. His elbow is very high, which is very typical of a almost 2-year-old. This is still a very beginner's level example of a overarm throw. This is the video of Jackson's sidearm strike. It is very early in the stage of development. His arms are straight throughout the entire swing. There is a little bit of trunk rotation prior to the swing. There's kind of a build-up, but there is very little, if any, leg movement. The only thing that you would see is a step of recovery after his swing.
This is our video of Aaron throwing. We decided that we both were throwing for distance and accuracy. As you can see, there's a long contralateral step before he throws, and then there's oblique throwing, or the line from the hand to the opposite hip, the trunk rotation, as arm is throwing is seen, and it goes from no lag to lag at the top of the swing, and delayed lag as the swing progresses through the arm motion. And there's also a preparatory windup that shifts his weight back to the back foot and forward as the throw is happening. So we decided we were both proficient in the overarm throwing.